I started ministry in 1993, and that was doing schools work, which I did for 3 years. And then in 1996, started to do missions work. And the very first trip was to Uganda. I led 13 people with a good friend of mine, Mike Adams, and we went all those miles, I think about 4,500 miles, to get to Uganda. I didn't have a passport before going. I'd never been on a plane before going. We launched out in faith and took this team. So we met some great people that we're still friends with today. And over the years, there's been many, many times where we've been able to help people build churches. Not just in Uganda, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in India. That there's been a number of opportunities. But of late, as I've been doing Faithlift, the Lord's been reminding me about that church building process. So roughly the same time as I started to do Faithlift, I started to put money aside from any gifts that were coming in. And then there were 2 projects in Uganda that I was really led to, with people and pastors who I'd known for over 20 years. So last year we bought the land for one, and we're in the process of buying the land for the other. But that project in Lugazi that we bought the land for last year, now we are building a building. And it is a bit hit and miss. You know, you have to have a level of trust to do anything. But Pastor Fred, who runs that church in Lugazi that my friend Gareth and I are going out to on the 19th of June, he's done a great work. He sends us receipts for everything, and they are in a little area in a village that there's no other church in that village. So they are the only witness for the gospel in that place. And when we first saw the photos, so for the last couple of years, each Christmas we've done a Christmas celebration with them, and we've sent money to basically pay for all of the groceries for the people who attended the church over the Christmas period. They don't work very much, so they don't earn. And then we wanted to make sure that they had enough, and that was a blessing to them. So really, when we started to talk about then, okay, if you look at the photos, there was a really terrible building, not even covered in on 4 sides. It only sat about 25 people, and it was on the side of a hill. So when I chatted to Pastor Fred about the prospect of recreating the church building, and Gareth raised a lot of the funds to do this, they've leveled the ground. They've created now a wooden structured building with tin sheets on the outside. But that will probably sit 80 to 100 people when it's finished. Fred's done a remarkable job at making sure, you know, we're not overpaying inflated prices from people. He's buying the stuff. He gets the workers to come. He pays them after the job is done for each little bit. So I put this in front of you guys because I wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity, if the Lord led you to be part of this. It's something that we'll do anyway. It might take a bit longer. I'd love to now raise the funds for the concrete in the floor, putting the windows and the doors in, and making sure there's electricity to the property. And it'll be quite something in the village that they're living in, which is probably 2,000 or 3,000 people. So what a great opportunity for the gospel. And you are watching this because you read Faithlift. You know me over many years, more than likely. And I just keep things simple, straight. I'm always pursuing, Lord, how do we build your kingdom in the most effective way? So if you'd like to do this, be part of this, please click the link for giving. I think at the time I recorded this, there's a couple of £1,000 to go. But thank you for your interest. And if you can't give, no worries. Please would you pray? We'll be going out. There'll be an opening celebration. People are already excited, even though the inside of the church floor is basically mud right now. So while it's much better than what they had, can we go the extra mile and give them something that we would be comfortable with, not that something that they have to put up with? So please pray. If you're able to give, please give. But thank you for your interest in Faithlift. Thank you from my heart. It's a privilege to write it, that I get so many great emails to say how what's written has touched you. And let's see together if we can do something for this church in Lugazi in Uganda. God bless.